Congratulations to your reigning two-time MVP Nikola Jokic being honored pregame as the Nuggets' lone All-Star. They were hosting the Brooklyn Nets right before All-Star Weekend, who were without Kyrie Irving, out to a back injury, which means the LUKA show was back in full effect. LUKA scoring after you saw Michael Porter Jr. score for the Nuggets. More of the Don, doing what the Don has had to be for Dallas since he's pretty much got drafted there. Being the number one again. Other end, Uncle Jeff Green knocking in at 3. And then how about Christian Braun? Up top we go. It's the new Nugget, Thomas Bryant for show. Denver expanding their lead to double digits. MVP in the room. Get out the way. It's Jokic going to work all over this Dallas defense. That scoop score beats the halftime buzzer. It's Denver up by 17 as we took a break. Third quarter, the Don trying to keep his Mavs afloat, but he's dealing with a very balanced attack in Denver that got help from a lot of guys. Michael Porter Jr. for 3. Uncle Jeff had 24 points on 11 of 16 shooting. Dallas could use some magic from Larry LUKA. He tried it. He had 37 points. Christian Wood knocks in a 3. There's a 12-1 run from Dallas. They cut the deficit down to 10, but that is literally as close as they get when it's winning time. The difference is Denver's got the two-time MVP. Dallas did not. As great as LUKA is, Jokic is just on another level. His 21st triple-double of the season, the 97th of his career. 14 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 MVPs. Closing in on number 3, the Nuggets win by 9. By the way, for all my LUKA fans out there, I just wanted to put this out in the atmosphere. Kyrie Irving, notably in his career, has become the MVP eliminator. It's very tough to win an MVP alongside a guy like Kyrie. I mean, if you look at this year, Kevin Durant was kind of in the MVP race before he got injured, but he didn't have a real chance because Kyrie's too damn great. A guy like Kyrie is not just going to sit and be in a number 2. There are going to be games where he looks like the number 1. And when that happens, obviously that takes away from MVP votes. So I just wanted to put this out in the atmosphere. You know, Nikola Jokic is winning the MVP anyway this year. It's already said and done. The man's averaging a triple-double as a center. And the Denver Nuggets are great. But just for reality, you know, for all intents and purposes, once the Dallas Mavericks made that Kyrie Irving trade, sorry, LUKA fans, Luka Doncic was eliminated from the MVP race. I don't care what he does. He can go out and score 35 a night. He can literally average 35 for all I care from here to the end of the season. He ain't winning the MVP award. With Dallas hovering around and the mess that is the Western Conference, and the fact that Kyrie, even the last game out, he was in his bag, the ability to drop, 20-some points in the fourth quarter. You ain't winning no MVP like that, being the second best player on your team in the fourth quarter. Like, you're not going to do that. You're not going to win an MVP like that. So I hope it was worth it. I mean, LUKA probably understands that he wasn't going to win the MVP anyway. And again, you got a guy like Kyrie. The goal is a championship. The goal is to get hot and connect with LUKA in the right matchups. And for 2.5, 3 months, you go get it done, which is what Kyrie can be. You can beat the Golden State Warriors with LUKA and Kyrie. I believe that. 2 ISO players that can get it done at half court no matter who's on the other side. So that's the goal. But when you start doing things like that, you do give up regular season accolades. And obviously for LUKA, even if he were in the race, Kyrie didn't play in this game, but obviously Kyrie was, traded for Dallas weapons. So in theory, with Kyrie out, you would have had your whole roster, the Spencer Dinwiddies and Dorian Finney-Smiths, to take on Denver because you would have needed all of it to beat this Nuggets team. You're not going to win MVPs losing to Jokic, as we get closer and closer to the end of the season here anyway. So, I mean, there's that. Another dominant night at the office for Jokic. He ain't even dropped 20, and he still just put his imprint on his basketball game. And at the end of the day, all his Denver Nuggets team do is go out and win. And they did it again.